We break it into two halves. So the first half, we named the team, and then young George had to come in pretty much at the last minute. And you know, he's 17 years old, but he stood up really well, didn't he?
Yeah, I'll be honest. I've known George a while. Used him a lot within our 18s and 23s last year, so I know what he can do and what he's capable of. Very composed on the ball, and he did himself a lot of justice that first half. I think what helped him was that he wasn't expected to start, and being put in straight away last minute, then I think that's helped him.
Was you happy with how tight we kept it in that first half?
Yeah, I think so. I think if we look at our possession, I thought we kept the ball a lot better first half than we did second half. Moved it around. We were patient. I would like to see the ball moved a little bit quicker, passing with a little bit more purpose. But I think all in all, you know, first proper pre-season game, I thought there was some good signs.
Was the heat also a factor, do you think, today, for everyone on that pitch?
Yeah, I mean, it's not just the heat, it's playing on, I mean, you know, no disrespect to playing on 3G surfaces, but there's a lot of rubber in these, and I know from when I used to play that, you know, your feet get really, really hot, and it's about managing it. We had a couple of drinks breaks when there was some injuries, and it is just about managing it on days like this, but I think they coped all right.
A lot of changes second half. Was that planned to give players 45 or 60 minutes?
Yeah, I mean, listen, we've got a few trialists in. We want to have a good look at them. You know, some look good, which was pleasing to see. And they're conversations that we need to have. Myself, Jono, and Mids, further about those sort of players. But yeah, it's always difficult to go from a settled first half playing with good possession to then changing a complete new 11 as such for second half. It's always difficult. They did the same, and probably second half was a little bit, you know, mishmash, maybe from both sides, as opposed to a good performance from both sides first half.
Did a couple of them trialists, I know you can't name them, but did a couple of them trialists stick out?
Yeah, listen, there's a couple that you think actually they're going to do all right. You know, when they're doing all right against a team like Maidstone, you think, and again, no disrespect to the Isthmian South East League, you know, Maidstone are playing a higher step than what we normally do, and if they're doing all right against Maidstone, there's a couple of boys in there that I quite fancy, and I think they'll do well for us this year.
In terms of the fitness plan now, will we start to see a reduction in the amount of players we put in the squad, and how far do you think we are off getting matched up?
Yeah, again, I said to the boys beforehand, pre-season is pre-season. You know, the season itself doesn't start until sort of a good 4 or 5 weeks away. That's what we build to. You know, this is still pre-season. Just because we're playing a game, this is part of their running. So whatever they do in a game, that's leading up to their peak, you know, physical sort of look and raring to go on that first league game, and that's what we got to go for. So, you know, even though it was 45 minutes for some of them played more. You smash it out, you put your running in, your graft, etc, because everything you do now is in the bank, ready for that first game.
So come Tuesday, are you expecting a tough game against Bowes and Pitsley?
I think there's always tough games, whoever you play, it's however you approach. I think if we go in thinking it's going to be an easy one just because we did well against Maidstone, I think they'll be shocked. I think we've just got to approach it like we normally approach every single game. We prepare the boys. We've told them, obviously playing today in this heat, their legs are going to be heavy. They need to recover properly, look after themselves between now and Tuesday, and we go again. You know, we'll have a decent warm up beforehand on Tuesday, and again we'll manage the players during the game. Between now and then, obviously we've spoken about personnel. Again, it's always difficult to have like 22 to 24 players and swapping it over, you know, first half to second half. But I think what you've got to look at is maybe who's doing well, who's not doing well, and maybe we've got to have those conversations, because then we've got to start building time and minutes for those that we want to keep for next year.
Brilliant. Thanks, Peter.
You're welcome, Lee.